the heart of South Florida, Gwen Cherry Park stands as a special place for the community, offering services for all age groups. The park is also a reminder of the legacy of Gwen Cherry, the first African-American woman elected to the Florida legislature. Well, years later, her legacy is still being honored right here in South Florida.
Many times people like to believe that they can formulate the rules that will govern them.
A rare clip of former state representative Gwendolyn Sawyer Cherry at a women's conference from 1977. She was a true trailblazer in every sense of the word, dedicating herself to championing the rights of women, minorities, and the underprivileged. The South Florida native was center stage on the front lines fighting for the passage of the Equal Rights Amendment. H.T. Smith is the chairman of the Gwen Cherry Park Foundation.
And she was passionate about rights. And what I liked about her, she wasn't just passionate about rights for Black people. She was passionate about rights for all people. She was in the vanguard of the movement for women, Black, white, Hispanic, to get the full measure of what citizenship is supposed to be.
Smith says her dedication to the community came from her family, pillars in the South Florida community.
Her father and her family, they provided a lot of advocacy support and also property for people to meet and to study and things. Dr. Sawyer owned not most, but a lot of the property downtown.
Sawyer's family was part of the Black elite.
Historian Marvin Dunn offered Black history tours throughout South Florida.
The Sawyer family sold almost all of their land in over time.
He highlighted a large portion of downtown Miami that the family owned before the city seized the property through eminent domain. Gwendolyn Sawyer Cherry was the first Black woman law student to attend the University of Miami, the first Black woman to practice law in Miami-Dade County, and in 1970, she was elected as state representative, becoming the first Black woman to serve as a legislator in the state of Florida. Her life was tragically cut short after a car accident, but her legacy continues here at Gwen Cherry Park in Miami.
When you say Gwen Cherry, the first thing that comes to mind is this community, and it starts with this park. We have to live up to that name.
Dwayne Deal is the community center manager at the park, where there's a state-of-the-art football field, a youth educational center with a library,
nobody knows,
and recently a newly unveiled recording studio. But as soon as people walk in, they see the Honorable Miss Cherry at the front door.
As the kids come in the building, the first question we get is, who is that up there? And I love the sit there and explain that. And that is a legacy.
My name is you do not, you made enough.
The center has evolved into a vibrant hub, fostering connections and creating a sense of belonging for everyone. It is now the heart of this neighborhood where lasting relationships are formed.
We have to live up to that name. We have to live up to the focus of what she did and how she did it and what was her love, which is community. So what better way to represent that with a community center?
Earlier this month, local state representative Ashley Gant hosted an event to commemorate the life of Gwendolyn Cherry in Tallahassee, honoring her dedication to public service and commitment to advocating for the rights of everyone. A legacy seen in the next generation of South Floridians.
What she did in this community is a staple that we continuously teach here. We have to continue, and we won't ever let go, So to have, her legacy sort of told is something that I really appreciate, and thank you.
Looking ahead, Gwen Cherry Park has plans for expansion. There's going to be a large new canopy over the football bleachers and an additional wing with a gymnasium. Again, this is a public park that is open to everyone. And I think, Chris, you said you played basketball out there, right?
We used to go hang out there a long time ago. It didn't look like that now with the big football field and recording studio.